Shalom, shalom. Giving honor and praise to the Most High. This time, Yahweh Shah. We are the Battle Axes of the Most High coming to you again. The name of the class is called The Eyes of the Most High. We know for sure in our walk that the Most High is the control of everything. Before we got in our walk, we say we believe in the Most High. We say we believe in the things that He was about. But we really found out when we got in the truth that we really wasn't about the Most High's business. I know a lot of us, even in past times, we thought that we was doing everything right. But the Most High God said, even in the dark, He will reveal it, because guess what? He is the light. The first precept we go into is Luke chapter 12. And you got me on this chapter? Luke chapter 12. And start at verse 1. Got these fans going, so we're going to try to read a little loud so brothers and sisters can hear online and as well as in classroom too.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 1. In the meantime, when they were gathered together in innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trode one upon another.
So it was a lot of people. There was a multitude. They was following after Christ, but amongst them was the scribes and Pharisees. Read on.
He began to say unto his disciples,
read.
First of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees,
read.
Which is hypocrisy.
Because guess what? Even we have people in this walk that has an Israelite name, but they do the same things as in times past. They take on the different philosophy, take on the different religion, take on the different gods. There's only one true God. There's only one creator. There's only one God that raised the sun up and put the sun back down. There's only one side to turn the day. There's only one God to turn the day into night. So Christ was explaining to them. He said, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, because they are hypocrites. Because a lot of times us in this walk, guess what? Man, we hypocrites, man, we hypocritical as hell. We say one thing, but we do another. We hold one person to the fire, but won't hold yourself to the fire. We got a problem, man. And this thing right here, we're going to have to deal with it, man. Because we know the eyes of the Most High. Now, guess what? He sees everything. You can't get nothing, but you're going to get past the Most High. He's got angels recording everything. Guess what? He's looking down on everything. And guess what? The angels is his witness. Witness upon witness is gonna be when you see them so-called fallen stars. No, there's those chariots taking out, going to go present themselves to the Most High. And a lot of people, we don't understand, because this is what the Most High says He's gonna do. Read that up.
Verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed.
He said, "There's nothing covered that shall not be revealed, man. Nothing." Read.
Neither hid that shall not be known.
See, neither hid that shall not be known. Because we know in time past how we used to be. But we better hope that the Most High God gave you forgiveness. But you already know how this thing works. We all done did things that we know we shouldn't have done, that we don't want nobody to know about. But the Most High God knows. But guess what? In those things, the Most High God revealed. Guess what? Sometimes He revealed to the people. Guess what? Sometimes He don't want to reveal to the people. But it's all because it's His grace and not ours. That's the reason why things don't be revealed. But when He laid those books open at the end, all things will be revealed, man. Read on.
Verse 3. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness.
So whatsoever things that we spoken in darkness, read,
shall be heard in the light.
It's going to be heard in the light. So guess what? You can talk all you want about Sister Brenda over here, or Sister Benaniyah over here. You can talk who you want. You can say whoever you want to say about the captains up here. Because a lot of times, guess what, man? We know half the congregation, boy, they got something to say about us all day long. We don't care. As do we care? We know people got something to say about it. We don't give a damn. Just being honest with you. As long as we do thus said the Lord, that's all what matters. Guess what? Everybody that you meet in Israel is not gonna be your friend. We got to accept this. We not gonna be friends, but we commanded to love each other. But everybody not gonna be friends. We just got to expect. But dang, every time I get around this sister, she just act this kind of way. Well, you might need to get away from around that sister. You might need to just stay over on this side. Well, every time I get around this brother, well, brother, you might just need to stay over on this side and let him stay on that side, because everybody don't see eye to eye anymore. It don't happen that way, man. But guess what? But when we talk about each other behind each other's back, guess what? This is what happens. It's gonna be revealed one way or another. Because the same thing, if you was bold enough to say it behind his back, you should be bold enough to say it in his face. If you bold enough to say it behind her back, you should be bold enough to say it in her face. It's gonna be revealed anyway, one way or another. How it can be revealed? Your actions show that it be revealed. Because people say anything. Oh, I love you, Shalom, sis, I love you, and then do all the most wickedest stuff you can to that sister. Your actions show what you're doing. You know.
And that which ye have spoken in the ear in closet,
that you spoken in the ear in closet, read,
shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
It's gonna be proclaimed upon the housetops, man. These are the things that the Most High God said is gonna happen in this walk, man. We got to be expecting these things, man, because we don't really understand it. The Most High God's eyes is everywhere, man. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 3. Well, the Most High God's eyes is everywhere. You get there, I'll just read it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place.
Read that again.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place.
He said the eyes of the Lord are in every place. You can't, what did it say? It's like you can't run and you can't hide, man. Because we know the eyes of the Lord is going to be in every single place, man, every detail. Read.
Beholding the evil and the good.
It said it's beholding the evil and the good. Guess what? The good thing, that what the angels have been right. Yeah, that was good. Ooh, that man, what? I'm talking about, it was fasting all day, but it was good, man. Tempted by Satan, he passed that. Well, it's good. Guess what? Oh man, he lusted after this sister. Oh, okay, he failed that. Okay. Well, he went in it. Oh, he in his mind now, Lord, you see he in his mind. Well, he's lusting even harder in his mind. He's saying something out of his mouth to the sister. Oh, he taking the sister home. God dang. Them angels are recording. They are recording. Guess what? The good and bad. Take it how we want to take it. This is our God, and we got to deal with our God. We got to deal with our God, because the eyes of the Lord is upon everything. Guess what? You think you can get away with it? We'll see through the scriptures. Go 2 Chronicles, chapter 16, and 2 Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth.
He said the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's go to Genesis chapter 28 right quick. He said the eyes of the Lord running to and fro throughout the whole earth. Genesis chapter 28 and verse 12.
The book of Genesis chapter 28 verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven.
Read.
And behold, the angels of God ascended and descended on it.
Because this is what the angels do. They go up and down this ladder, going up and down, to and fro, back and forth to the earth. This is what they doing. They going back to report. Like they say, he filled his measure up. Guess what? He gonna get right back on that ladder. He get his measure to the Most High. He right back to work. They never stop working. The angels of the saints of the Most High too, just like us. They are our brethren. They are working just as hard. You think you working? You better check them angels out, man. But they ain't no joke. The evil ones and the bad ones. Let's go to back. Everybody should know this scripture. Let's go to Job chapter 1. And verse 6. Read.
The book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them.
So Satan came among them too, read.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?
He said, man, where you come from, man? Read.
Then Satan answered the Lord.
What do you say?
And said, From going to and fro in the earth. And from walking up and down in it. So he did the same thing as all the rest of the angels did. Going to and fro the earth, going up and down in it the same way. Descending, ascending, going back and forth, up and down, the same old ladder. Guess what? He looking, well, he gonna report back. Hey, Lord, all these people right here, hey, they did a lot of stuff. I need to, hey. Once the measure is filled, they go on down there. And that's what we get out of the situation. That's how it rolls. Go back to 2 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 9. The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
So guess what? Not only, guess what? You got the Most High God is looking down at the evil works. He's looking down at the good works too. And he showed himself strong. How did he show himself strong amongst the people? Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 3. This is how he showed himself strong. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous.
Read.
And his ears are open unto their prayers.
Because guess what? That's how the Most High showed himself strong among the righteous, man. The one that's perfect, this one is keeping his laws. Guess what? His ears hear their prayers, man. That's what we want. That's what we want ourselves to be. We want the Most High God to hear our prayers, man. Read.
But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil.
But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. It's a flip side to every single detail of this, man. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 15, verse 19. This is what the eyes of the Most High God do. He watches everything. Guess what? Just because the sentence against the evil work don't get paid off today, don't think that it won't get paid off. The Most High God giving us grace to repent, man, and He expecting for us to repent too. Read that out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 19. And his eyes are upon them that fear him.
So he said his eyes is upon them that fear him. That's the one that's keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Read.
And he knoweth every work of man. He had commanded no man to do wicked.
Because the Most High God said he know the work of all men. But he also said, I commanded no man to do wickedly, man. Read.
Neither had he given any man license to sin.
He said he ain't gave no man's license to sin. So no matter how we thinking, well, look, Lord, I just need to go in there and tell a good lie. The Lord ain't gave you no license to sin. He ain't give you no license to sin. Guess what? But you better listen to what he say. Harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent. Take it how you want to take it. But he ain't gonna give you no license to sin, man. What's up? Let's go back. 2 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 9.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth.
He said throughout the whole earth. Man, I like how you put that emphasis on it. Throughout the whole earth, man. Read.
To shew himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
See, that's how you do it. Even when you go to Psalm chapter 34 and verse, matter of fact, I can get there right quick. Psalm chapter 34 and sorry, verse 14.
The book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 14. Depart from evil and do good.
And do good, man. Read.
Seek peace and pursue it.
Man, this is something that the Most High God is telling us that we supposed to be doing. This is like on a day-to-day thing, man, that the Most High God is expecting us to do. Read.
The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous.
It's saying the same thing that Sirach is saying. It's saying the same thing that 1 Peter 3 and 12 saying, man. Read.
And his ears are open unto their cry.
He said, and the ears are open unto their cry, man. So when we crying out to the Most High God hear those things, man. We don't want the Lord to turn his face against us, man, because we doing evil. We want the Most High God to hear these things, man. We go back to 2 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 9 again.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to shew himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
Read.
Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars.
So now this is Hanai. He was the seer back then, and the seer and the prophet goes one and the same. Jump up to verse 7 right quick, guys.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 7. And at that time, Benaniyah, the seer, came to Asa, king of Judah.
So now this is he came to Asa, king of Judah, and he was trying to explain to him that the eyes of the Most High was in every place. He's everywhere. You need to be hearkening to the Most High God. You can't do nothing that the Most High God don't see. He called at this time, I mean, Hanai was called a seer. Let's go see what that means. Let's go to 1 Samuel right quick. 9 and 9. See what the seer is, because seer and the prophet means one and the same. We want to make sure brothers and sisters get to the same understanding, because the Bible answers itself.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9 and verse 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God.
So that's the reason why Asa, king of Judah, was trying to go seek the seer, because this is what we did. When we wanted to seek the Most High, guess what? We went to go see the prophets to go see the Most High, man. Read.
Thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
So the people that was before time, that was the seer, was called a prophet. We call a prophet. The thing that now they call a prophet, but before time it was called a seer. Go back. Second Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 7.
The book of Second Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 7. And at that time, Benaniyah the seer came to Asa, king of Judah.
So Benaniyah was the prophet that came to Judah. Read.
And said unto him, because thou hast relied on the king of Syria.
So we said because you relied on the king of, he relied on the king of Syria, read.
And not relied on the Lord thy God.
Because this is what he's trying to explain it. You relying on this man instead of relying on the Most High God, man. Read.
Therefore is the host of the king of Syria escaped out of thine hand.
He said, so you think the king of Syria is going to escape out of your hand? Read.
Were not the Ethiopians in the Libyans a huge host with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet, because thou didst rely on the Lord, he delivered them into thine hand.
So he telling them even the Ethiopians, but they had many war instruments. They had many chariots. It was a whole host of army. But guess what? Asa, man, he told the Ethiopians up, man. But now since Asa depending on the king of Syria right now, guess what happened? Guess what? The seer was trying to tell him like, hey, you better hearken to the Lord thy God, because if you don't, this was finna happen. Read on.
4, verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. So
this right here give you more context of what we're going into. So he said the eyes of the Lord, he said run to and fro to the earth. He giving Asa God. He's showing them what the Most High, he ain't playing no games, man. He see what you doing. So whatever we think we doing, the Most High God see it. Read.
To shew himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him, wherein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have war.
He said, since you relied on the man instead of relying on the Most High, he said, you finna have wars. Read on.
Then Asa was wroth with the seer.
So now Asa got mad at the seer, man, because he told him what the Most High God said. Read.
And put him in a prison house.
So then he turned around and put him in the prison, man, because he was so mad that the seer had gave him, hey, you can't get mad at the person that, man, this is from the Most High. You can get mad all you want to. You can get yourself even further into trouble, man. Read on.
4, he was in a rage with him because of this thing. And Asa oppressed some of the people at the same time.
So guess what? Even Asa, he got so mad. He put the prophet Hanai in the prison, and then he started even oppressing some of our people, man. What the brother was doing, add sin to sin. When it's time to hearken unto the Most High, don't get beside ourselves. We can't, because these are examples of what not to do. Because we got the example of the things to do, but we also got the example of the things not to do. Let's go to Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. Read it out when you get there.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through the patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That's the thing that was good that we're supposed to do, but it's also the things that was bad that we should not do too. These things were written for our learning. These are things that the Most High God is expecting us to get ourselves in order about. The things that was good, we keep those. But the things that we should not do, guess what? He expects us to throw these things away because our mind are always thinking. Our eyes are always wanting. Go ahead, Doc.
Let me get 1 Samuel 16 and 7. 1 Samuel 16 and 7. Because the Most High don't look at us the same way we look at each other. He on a completely different level.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 7.
Read that.
But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance.
Look not on what?
On his countenance. Or on the height of his stature.
If we look at somebody and just say, man, that brother right there tall, he gotta be a leader. something like that. Oh, that sister right there, she's beautiful. She gotta be there. So we looking at the outward appearance. But that's what people do. We look at somebody, we judge the book by the cover. We don't need no more information than that. That's how a lot of people in the situation they in now, just going by the cover. The Most High don't go by the cover. Read on.
Because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
What did the Bible say?
For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
Because man is jacked up now. I was going to bring out a class today. He's going to bring it back around, showing how man thinks. Man say all this stuff that's going on this earth is all right. Most High don't see it that way, man. Because he don't see as a man see it. Read.
For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
The Lord do what?
Looketh on the heart.
I found someone give me Jeremiah 17:9. Because the Lord looketh upon the heart. And we got a lot of people say, the Lord know my heart. Yeah, he know your heart all right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to church say, I know the Lord. See, this is how, well, I brought out in Romans 15:4, showing us things that we need to know. This is how we know our God. He's letting us know, I'm not looking at your outward appearance. I'm looking at your heart. And your heart is your mind. The things that's going on in your head. That's what he's concerned about. Because anybody can put on the show. Anybody can put on a suit and speak some good words. But what is his real goal with you? And you got a lot of people ain't doing nothing for nothing. So when they come at you, they always want something. Read that out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
The heart is deceitful above all things. That's how we know this book wasn't written by just no man. This is written by the Most High God. Because if it was up to us, the things that this book is telling us to do, we wouldn't be doing it, man. And the proof is in the pudding. Because we wasn't doing it in the first place. It took us coming back to our book, to come back to our God, to understand the things that we need to do to please the Most High. Read on.
And desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Who can know it? We can't know it. I can look at a brother, I can think I know what this brother really feels, but one day I may feel like he feel like this, but tomorrow his whole attitude might change. He may be harboring feelings the whole time. I'm thinking we cool. How many of us have been in a situation we thinking we cool with somebody, and the whole time they harboring feelings? So that lets you know we can't read the heart. We can just go by what people telling us, but the Most High God can read the heart, the mind. Read.
I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doing.
And that's where you got to have faith in the Most High. All right, this brother telling me something, but if he lied to me, you not lying to me, you lying to the Most High. And that's what brothers and sisters got to have faith. We dealing with people, but we can't try the heart. We can only try the actions that they do. And we got to have faith that the Most High going to do what he said he do. If he say he going to try you according to your ways, and by your fruits trust him, he going to do that. Because he is not a man that he should lie.
Because, let's go to Sirach chapter 23 and verse 19. That's even brothers and sisters when we dealing in marriage. We don't understand how important this thing is to the Most High and how he sees marriage, because the Most High God say marriage is honorable above all. So if your husband is lying, guess what? He might can get it to lie over you. But you think the Most High God didn't see that lie? Guess what? Your wife could be she could be lying to you too. You think the Most High God didn't see her lie? These things that we got to be able to depend on the Most High. Well, Lord, if he lying or if she lying, well, I know you see it. That's open. I can't prove that person lying or not, but I know you see it, and that's what we got to depend on the Most High to make sure that we are led in the right spirit. Because a lot of times we are not. You give it up to us, we gonna jack it up. That's why we've been in captivity so many times, because we keep jacking it up. That's why the Most High God said, I'm going to have to put it in your mind and in your heart. When he come back to make sure that this thing is right, we're going to have to put it this way, because we don't got enough sense. Read that up.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19.
Jump to verse 18. Just
Right to verse 18.
Write the circle over the little small part of the 19.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me?
So if a man breaketh wedlock, he in his mind said, who see me? Who see me doing this? Think the Most High God don't see it, man? You got to be out of your mind. Say, who seeth me, man? Read.
I am compassed about with darkness.
Because when you do that, that's when you compass about with darkness. Matter of fact, let's go to hold it. Go to Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 12 right quick. Proverbs chapter 22. Go to verse 12, man.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 12.
Read.
The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge.
So the eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, man. He knowledge of all things, man. Read.
And he overthroweth the words of the transgressor.
Because even it's going into the thinking of the transgression. Because he overthrows those things. You thinking that you in the right, and so the Most High, you thinking that you can, well, no, Most High God gonna overthrow that thing, man. Thinking that you in dark with this, Most High God said, I'm gonna overthrow it. You not in dark with nothing. The Most High God sees everything. He don't play the games with nobody. Guess what? So guess what? Anybody that thinking that they got that's got a jealous spirit over the husband, got a jealous spirit of the wife got a jealous spirit of the husband, let it go. Because the Most High God is in control of it all. You can't control nothing. Because if he chooses to do whatever he gonna do it any damn way. Don't matter no damn way if she wants to do it. Because what? If she do it, it's gonna feel so good until she get caught. If he do it, it's gonna feel so good until he get caught. It is what it is. Nothing is done in the dark that is not gonna be brought to the light. Let's go back to Sirach, chapter 23.
The book of 18
verse 18 from the top.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying, thus in his heart, who seeth you?
That's why the Most High God shall overthrow the words of the transgressors, man. Talking about who seeth him, man. The Most High God said, okay, then I'm gonna overthrow them words you got in your mouth that you're saying this. Read.
I am compassed about with darkness.
Read.
The walls cover me.
He said the walls cover me. Read.
And nobody seeth me.
Read on.
What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
So guess what, man? That ain't your person. They out there doing their thing. Saying, man, the Most High ain't gonna remember these sins, man. This ain't nothing. I'm gonna go do it again.
The Most High ain't gonna kill me for wearing pants. For shaving my beard.
Who seeth me? Who seeth me? I'm in this dark room. Guess what? I done took my fringes. They laying on the floor. I fold them up neatly. She done took her fringes off. She folded her stuff up neatly too. She sitting over in the chair. We got it going on. Working debt, which is not good.
And the fact that it's even on your conscience lets you know that you ain't doing right.
Because guess what? I don't want to imagine it, but I can just think about the drive. They going over there. They driving over there. Oh, I'm gonna do this and do that to this sister. You get there, guess what? Your whole conscience telling you, hey, you better turn your butt around.
Conscience bearing the witness.
You better turn yourself around. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna feel good, but it's gonna get ugly. And you don't believe it? Let's see what the scripture says. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. Saying, who seeth me? The Most High God ain't gonna remember. Yeah, the Most High God can overthrow all them words you just see. The words you speak out of your mouth and the ones you saying in your mind. Read that out.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Because there ain't no temptation to take you. This is common to man. See the Most High looking at you like, man, this is common. This is lust that you got. You can shake it, but you got to shake it. I'm giving you opportunity. Read on.
But God is faithful.
Read it.
Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
That ye are able. Read.
But will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Because he always make a way for you to escape. Hey, he might have put a wreck in front of you. You sit at the light like, dang, man, it's a long ass wreck. He giving you, guess what, the main thing in your mind, tapping. Hey, you better turn back around. You better turn back around. Now you in your mind, like, dang, I shouldn't do this. Oh, I shouldn't do this. Yeah. The wreck go by, you still going. Guess what? You have a flat tire. Like, dang, this is a lot to try to go over here. He's giving you an opportunity to get up out of that situation, right? Because guess what? You don't want to take the punishment that's gonna come with that. The Most High God is no game, man. Together. No, we're gonna go back. We're going back. 23. All right. Yeah, we're going to this. Let's go back to Sirach chapter 23. We'll start at verse 19.
Book of Sirach chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
So you said, oh man, I ain't worried about the eyes of men. I don't care about them niggas. Guess what, man? They can say what they want out there, Bible. I don't care what them niggas say. Them niggas just talking. Yeah, we is just talking. But we talking thus said the Lord, then it's a problem. It is a problem. You don't care about what men say. Yeah, a lot of people don't care about what men say. Yeah, a lot of us don't live in this truth. We don't care about what nobody else say or another man gonna say. We just care about what the Most High God say.
Get Job 34:21. It said his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. Like I just said, man, it ain't nothing that we doing that the Most High can't see. Nothing. We gotta make sure that we on point, game ready every time. Because we can hide it between ourselves. You can look at another brother yourself and you done did some wicked stuff and you can hide it amongst him. And guess what? It might not never come out amongst him or her. Like I said, man, that day of judgment, it's gonna come out. Like I said, that's what he say. Ecclesiastes 8:11. Though execution don't be done speedily. It's coming. You can make it to the end. And he ain't gonna reveal everything that you did. You read that out.
The book of Job, chapter 34, verse 21.
Bring it out.
For his eyes are upon the ways of man.
His eyes are upon the ways of man. Like Nehemiah always bring out there 55:8. We can't continue to think like the Most High, talk, have understanding like he do. It's everything. It's so different, man. The Most High God made this way. Who are we to try to contend with? He said his eyes are upon man. Read up.
And he seeth all his doing.
He sees all his going. Read up.
Going. Like, there is no darkness.
There is no darkness. You can be in the closet. You can be under the bed. You can go into the darkest alley you ever thought it was. You can go into what that place that brother say he got their land. I can't think of the city in the bottom. He say ain't nothing out there. He said ain't even no roads out there. They gotta get where you can go out there in the middle of the night and think you caught and covered. The Most High said ain't no darkness that you can hide from. Read on.
Nor shadow of death.
What the prayer say? Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The Most High said ain't no shadow of death that you can get past the wickedness of yourself. Man, read on.
Where the workers of iniquity.
The workers of iniquity, sinners, those and brothers and sisters that want to keep dealing and dabbling in sin, read on.
May hide themselves.
May hide, because we try to hide it good. Like I said, we can hide it amongst the congregation, amongst brothers, sisters, wives, husbands, partners. But we can't hide it from the Most High God. Read on.
For he will not lay upon man more than right.
Because he won't be unjust, but he said he won't lay upon man more than what is right. You gonna get what you deserve. I just truly tell you that all the time. If you half step in this thing, when you get to them gates, you're gonna get a half step in that result. You know what I'm saying? If you go 10 times harder, like I said the other day, bring the scripture, I can't think of it. But go 10 times harder every time that you fall and get back up, guess what? You're gonna get what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Read up.
That he should enter into judgment with God.
Read 24. Read up.
He shall break in pieces mighty men without number.
Mighty, guess what? That's what we always say. We might be gone. Guess what? The mighty men don't mean nothing. Read on, read that to the end of that.
And set others in their stead.
And say, you think what? You the leader of the camp? Or you think you the bishop? Or you think you gonna be touched? Bring him. The Most High say, shit, yeah, I got somebody else for you. Yeah. I've been looking at this young brother all this time. Been raising him up and getting him right. Yeah, he ready. You out of there. So it don't matter what position or category you in or have, you know what I'm saying? We are always looked upon by the eyes of the Most High God, and we always have to make sure that we're doing this thing in righteousness, man. We all are just men and just women, but let's try to look past these sins that we do, man, and get back into repentance and keep doing these 180s on these things. That's all I got. Let me get Jeremiah 23 and 23. Mark says something for this Gay Pride Month people. He said something about the closet, right? They always said they was in the closet. So what that mean? You was hiding, right? Yeah. You thought you could hide your sins from everybody else, brother. You can see that little twang in your voice, brother, and that little limp in your wrist, brother. Come on. The sisters that be doing it too, they hide in the closet, and what they think they doing, they hide, and they think they hide and they sin. So they made a term for it in the coming out the closet. When they decide that they don't want to hide their sins anymore, they want to be open with it.
So they coming out, they want the world to know.
Let's see what the Bible says about that. Read that out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 23. I am a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off.
He said, I'm a God that's right here. I ain't far off. I ain't went nowhere. But they think they have. These people on this earth, the wicked of this earth, think the Most High is not here. But he said, I'm a God that's at hand. Read.
Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him?
Do they think that they can hide in the closet and the Most High God ain't gonna see you there? He know your heart. So these down low brothers, they can act like they hard as they want to be, go play basketball, football, whatever they want to do. But they know they secret sins, man. And the Most High know it too. Read.
Saith the Lord. Do not I fill heaven and earth? Saith the Lord.
Read.
I have heard what the prophet said. That prophecy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed. I have dreamed.
This is going into these fake pastors, man. These fake apostles, these fake ministers that say, oh, I had a dream in 1962. I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the promised land. And they ain't seen a damn thing.
They did see the damn thing.
Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, and he didn't get to go to the promised land. So what the hell you think you gonna do, man? Because they prophesying these lies. It's the prophets, the ministers, the pastors that's propagating these lies. Like, man, I'm gonna go back to our class. He gonna bring out real soon. It was finna show these damn lying prophets talking about homosexual stuff and discussing it like God was cool about this stuff, man. That's a damn lie. So since they push it, the people grab hold to it, and they think that it's good because what they say is where it's a place for a gay in the church.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Don't worry about it. We finna slice the can off the move.
Go ahead,
It's been that. So Rock chapter 39, verse 18. Just like the can off there.
The book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 18. At his commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him.
Because the Most High God's commandment do whatever please the Most High, man. Read.
And none can hinder when he will save.
And none can stop the Most High from saving somebody, man. Nobody can, man. Read.
The works of all flesh are before him.
The works of all flesh is before the Most High, man. Read.
And nothing can be hid from his eyes.
And nothing can be hid from the Most High God's eyes. Nothing. This is something we got to be thinking about, because a lot of times we think we can get away with it. Okay. Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 21.
It's literally like when you got that the ant farm. You know how you get the ant farm and you can see right through it. You can see all the ants. You can see everything that they do. Ain't nothing they can do. They can hide from you. That's a speak just like that.
And that's why the Most High God told us to consider the ant.
Mm-hmm.
See how big we are. We looking down at the ant. That's the same way he looking at us. That's just like, even if I don't know if brothers, when the Most High God told me to consider the ant, I really try to consider the ant. I try to study the ant the best way I can. I don't know if brothers and sisters don't understand about the ant. Just like you see the ants that we always see them working, going back and forth. They working, but they even got a system on how they bury the other ants. Just like if an ant died, after 2 or 3 days, the smell go out. It got like a dead smell, just like we got like a dead smell come out. The other ants will grab him and bury the other ant away from the other ants. I'm like, damn, that's doing the same thing, kind of almost what we do. This is how the eyes of the Most High God looks down at us the same way. Like y'all ants to me. Like, this is, when he tell us to consider these things, we really supposed to be considered, because this is how the Most High God. You want to look through his eyes and think how he's thinking. Guess what? This is how the Most High God works, man.
And that's a great point I made. Out of all, what does the ant do the most, man? What? Work together. Brothers and sisters, what should we be putting in this truth? Word. To the what? To the max. The ant don't stop. That don't stop. So ain't no too much that I'm doing for the camp. Ain't no too much that I'm, hey, wife, I gotta go. Where you going? I'm going to do something for the school. Hey, I gotta get this. Why? You ain't here with me? Well, I'm here for the Lord. Stop playing. The ant do work. Ain't too much work you can do for the Lord, man. Consider the ant, man. There's so much work need to be done. Classrooms, out there teaching, wherever the case may be, man. You just think about it, man. For some brothers and sisters, they got that work. They want to put in as much work as they can, because guess what? We know where we came from. We know that we are getting blessed to see these days. But man, say it ain't too much. It ain't no work that you can't put in at the Most High, for the Most High that he ain't pleased with. The ant works, man. It works and works and works and works. I want to wish we put in work. I want to emphasize they work together. That's right. Together. That's why it's considered an ant. We supposed to work together. You ain't gonna be no colony in there. One ant say, you know what? Today I don't feel like it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? While the other ants gonna be looking at them crazy? Because we still working. That's what our people gotta get into in us. It ain't no do it when you feel like it. This is what we was made to do. Be the servants of the Most High God. He didn't make you to be an individual. Like, he made the nation of Israel to be the servants. The servants. I keep trying to stress that part. We not here for ourselves. We here to get ourselves out of captivity. The same, we supposed to be doing the same stuff that we was doing before we came into captivity. Serving the Most High God together as a nation. Consider the ant, man. Consider the ant.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 5, verse 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord.
Because all your ways are before the Most High God. Whether it be good, bad, or evil. All these things are before the Most High God, man. Read.
And he pondereth all his going.
And he pondering all your goings, man. He looking at yourself. Hey, I'm gonna give you a way out of temptation. If you won't take it, here you go. Guess what? You did a good job right there. Guess what? All praise to the Most High. Keep it moving. Read on.
His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
Read that again.
His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
Because this is what the Lord say. Your own iniquity gonna take you out. Yeah, look. Because guess what? That's why we just read in Sirach chapter 39. Guess what, man? Verse 18, guess what? His commandment do whatsoever it please the Most High. So guess what? If If you go against his commandments and his commandments say this right here gonna happen to you, guess what? Those commandments gonna fulfill themselves. And guess what? If you do good and this right here please the Most High, it's gonna fulfill themselves. This is how it works. Most High, he said, hey, this is how he coming. You just got to change your ways to fit him. You can't even change the ways to fit you. Read on.
And he shall be holden with the cords of his sin.
Because guess what? When you do wickedly, whatever you gonna do, that cord, guess what? You might not get it today, but you got a cord right here wrapped around your sins, and this mug is following you. You can add more sin to that sin if you want, or you can repent. Guess what? And pray to the Most High. Guess what? He can break that cord asunder from you. But guess what? No, just because you didn't pay for it right then, that's what the Most High God put a cord on that sin. He wrapped that mug up. This just me follow you. You ain't got away with nothing. You ain't got away with nothing. Because whenever the Most High God bring a judgment, this is what's gonna come. This is how he tell. He say, the Lord showing you how he coming. This is how he coming. We just got to, hey, walk ye in it. Guess what? It is what it is, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 53:9. Isaiah 53:9. My bad. We couldn't let go this morning too.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 53, verse 9.
Bring it out.
And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death.
We're talking about Christ. Read on.
Because he had done no violence.
Oh, he had did no violence. Read on.
Neither was any deceit in his mouth.
Oh, he had no foul words or anything bad coming out of his mouth. He spoke, thus said the Lord. He spoke of the Father and gave him and talked the good news. Read on.
Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Yet it did what?
It pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Come on, man. It pleased the Lord to bruise his son. Why? Because it was for the good of his nation. That's why. Because it was for good that he pleased him. But like I said, man, when he give us that judgment, it pleases him. Because it's good. It's right. He knows no darkness, man. It's all light with the Most High God. So when it's good, it's good. Or like Carter say, when it's up, man. And it's with the Most High God, man. It pleased him to bruise his son, who did no guile, who had no foul words coming out of his mouth. Because it was good for the nation. It had to be done. So it pleases the Lord, man, to do for the judgment that he bring upon us, man. Read on, finish it out.
He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin.
Read on.
He shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days.
That's what it was for, man, the prolonging of our days, man. Read on.
And the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand.
That's all I just want to touch that plea. That please the Most High God to even bruise his son. His judgment is pleasing because it's good. It's righteous.
Let's go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 12.
This is a common street precept for brothers. Need to make sure they add that thing, man. I'm talking about 50 round. That should be a part of your 50 round drum. That should be one of the bullets inside that mug. Read that.
For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit,
read,
and of the joints and marrow,
read,
and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of their hearts. So of the heart.
So when we read the Bible to our people, when we telling people you in sin, I ain't in sin. Then we go to the Bible and we show them, yes, you are. Guess what? This right here convicts anybody's spirit. You can put any religion in front of us, in front of the Bible, and guess what happened? The Bible convicts all religions. Anything you can be whatever you call yourself. When we read the Bible, it convicts everybody. But a lot of people, they still hold on to their philosophy, still hold on to their religions. They can be Egyptology, you can be all kind of stuff. Mormon, you can pick a religion. This Bible cuts everybody. They come out here to the curb while we on the street, and they have all these different religions. But we watch religion after religion. The Bible defeats every single one of them every weekend. That's why we know the Bible is sharper than any two-edged sword, man. It ain't just because we read it, and because of the Bible, when we read it ourselves, it convicts us. Nobody can read the Bible and the Bible don't convict them. You can read a story about King David, and something in that story, like, dang, I didn't even know that. Because it showed you something inside yourself that you have to work on. Read on up.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight.
There's no creature that's not manifest in the Most High God's sight. He said no creature, man. Read.
But all things are naked.
He said all things are uncovered before the Most High God. You can't hide nothing. All things is naked before the Most High God, man. Read.
And open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do.
Read.
Verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest.
Read.
That is passed into the heavens. Jesus, the Son of God.
Read.
Let us hold fast our profession.
But guess what? Since we know Christ is the high priest, he came back to give us grace. He came back to let us give an opportunity to start keeping God's laws, commandments, laws, statutes, commandments as he had commanded us. Guess what? He gone back to the heavens and sit on the right hand of God. But he's letting us know when he come back, it's no more practice time for us. He's already gone up there sitting on the right hand of the Most High right now. But when he come back, guess what? That's why he said, let us hold fast our profession. That means it's going into this Bible. We must hold fast to this, because if we don't, we will get ourselves in trouble with the Most High when he sent his sons back, man. This is the time to be. This is the time, the brothers and sisters, they want to work on their spirit. This is the time that we should be working on that mud. Because if we ain't working on that mud, hey, judgment will come to us, man, and we don't want that for you. Nobody wants judgment to come. Especially when it comes from the Most High God. I don't give a damn about somebody punching me in my eye or something. Hey, you just might got a lick off, but you probably have to take one of mine too, but I'm just saying. But we don't want to lose our soul in the lake of fire, man. Yeah, you got me. Big con on there. Let's go to Second Ezra, last precept, Second Ezra chapter 12, verse 46.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 46. Be of good comfort, O Israel,
Read.
and be not heavy, thou house of Jacob.
It said, be in good comfort, O Israel, and don't be heavy, O house of Israel, man. Read.
For the Most Highest had you in remembrance.
Read.
And the Mighty had not forgotten you in temptation.
Because the Most High God is not going to forget us in our temptation, man. Just because we're going through it, he's not going to forget us in our temptation. So we got to make sure that we hold fast our profession, man. He's not going to forget us in our temptation. We just got to make sure that we lean on him and make sure that we do what we're supposed to do according to the Most High God and not in our own will. We got to be doing the will of the Father, man. Read on.
Verse 48. As for me, I have not forsaken you, neither am I departed from you.
Read.
But am come into this place to pray for the desolate of Zion.
Read.
And that I might seek mercy for the low estate of your sanctuary.
Because this is the Most High God letting us know, man. Look, He gonna always have mercy upon us, man. He gonna make sure that He send the angels, send the prophets. He gonna make sure He send the daughters of Israel. Somebody's gonna be there to comfort us, man, in our situation. He ain't gonna never. He said, if I never leave you nor forsake you, we got to believe that, man. He has His Bible right here. Guess what? A lot of times you be going through something, just open the Bible and read something. Read something. It's gonna help it out. Just read something. You might open and read the book of Obadiah. I'm going through marriage problems. I read the book of Obadiah. Now I'm fired up, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go on the street. Read anything, man. Sirach chapter 2, it shows us that the Most High God, He give us understanding of how a relationship from the Father to the Son, man. It's something that we need to get in our mind, man. And with that, we're gonna say shalom. We gotta follow the Most High God, law, statutes, and commandments. So we're gonna get ready to get a law. Brothers and sisters that's tuning in, like and share the video, man. Subscribe to the page, man. Help us push the truth around the four corners, man. And the brothers and sisters that's done tapped in with us and done sit arms in. I'll praise to the Most High for you brothers and sisters, man. Say we're gonna follow God's law, statutes, and commandments. I guess Nehemiah gave him a law. What's the law?
Matthew 10, we're gonna read 26 and 28.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Verse 27. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetop.
There you go.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
It's what it is. With that, say shalom.
Oh, wow.